colourful fly past on our engaging ground. But here they are in diamond formation. It's the Red Arrows! Team arrive in all 22. He's a former Typhoon pilot and qualified flying instructor on the Tucano. In from the left, in Big Vixen, is the Red Arrow. On the right of Red 1 is Red 2, that's squad leader Chris McCann, known as Creamy. He's called Creamy because he was creamed off from training directly to be an instructor on the Tucano. After which he joined 617, the Dam Buster Squadron, flying the Tornado GR4, where he received an Air Force Cross for his service on operations over Iraq and Afghanistan. For those of you who saw the news, tragically a week ago today, the Royal Air Force, the aviation community and the display community, and more importantly a family, lost a very tribute to a wonderful human being and a great friend of all of us in the Royal Air Force. To the left of Red 1 is Red 3, and that's Flight Lieutenant Dustin Wales, known as Dusty. Dusty is in his first year on the team. He was originally born in Zimbabwe before coming over with his parents and then joined the Royal Air Force. He's a former Typhoon pilot. He flew with 11 Squadron as an instructor on 29 Squadron and then went to 41, the Test and Evaluation Squadron, all based at RAF Coningsby. The smoke comes on from Reds 4 and 5 and the centre sections move rearwards to form one of the most, a shape representing one of the most iconic aircraft in history. Last November was the 30th anniversary of its final flight. As the team roll out, there is no mistaking the majestic shape of the Concorde.
And correct.
The team once again pull up over 400 miles per hour, showing the expertise of the formation, being able to formate loop in the Concorde shape. But now you can see Reds 8 and 9 moving to the outside, showing how good these pilots are, being able to 20 miles per hour over the top and accelerate once again back down to the 400 miles per hour before Red 1 brings the team around to the left. Of Red 5 in the display today, he's Red 11, former Tornado GR4 pilot, and he flew the F-111 while on exchange with the Royal Australian Air Force. The wings are flexed forward, 6 and 7 split as they come around to the left. Get your cameras ready for the colourful Phoenix. In the middle of that right wing, uppermost is Red 4, that's Flight Lieutenant Ollie Suckling. Ollie is in his second year on the team. He was Red 4 last year, he remained as Red 4, and he took up the position affectionately known as Uncle Enid, which means that he is the mentor for the new pilots when they join the team, and he guides them through all the training through winter training. Ollie is also a former Tornado GR4 pilot and qualified flying instructor on the Hawk T Mark II. And he's also got a long established career as a civilian. In the front row on the far left-hand side is Red 5, that's Flight Lieutenant George Hobday. George is also in his first year on the team. He's a former Typhoon pilot. He flew with the 11th Squadron based out of RAF Coningsby, where he took part in operations over Iraq and Syria, as well as the Eastern Europe Air Policing Patrol. Of course, the Red Arrows 8 and 9 roll red smoke around the rest formation as Red 1 brings them in. A little bit left and the red, white and blue come on at the front section. You may be able to see those aircraft at the front are flying with their air brakes out. That's the small door at the base of the aircraft underneath. This has twofold effect. The first one, it means the pilot 24 Red Arrows. As we come to the end of the first half, we start the second half where you'll see the more high-paced, jaw-dropping, dynamic flying. But right now is a manoeuvre not seen for over 20 years. It's the 5-4 split. You now have going right Reds 1 to 5. They are now known. It's the 5-4 pass. Keep your eye on Enid going to the left. The Red Arrows were formed in 1964 with our first display in 1965. And they were formed from 3 different teams. The Red Pelicans, the Black Arrows and the Yellow Jacks. We took the red from the Red Pelicans, the arrows from the Black Arrows, which gave us our name, the Red Arrows, and we also took the aircraft from the Yellow Jacks. And in tribute to our first aircraft flown in the team from the right, Enid as Nat. The Red Arrows flew the Nat right the way up until 1980, which is when we took over the Hawk T-Mark 1, which is the aircraft that we fly now. Ready for the Hannah break. Reds 8 as they complete manoeuvre called Cyclone. Once again, Red 6 and 7 turn hard towards each other, with Red 7 trying to pass just behind. Left is Red 9. His flight lieutenant Patrick Kershaw, you see he lines up with the rest of Enid. Blue smoke comes on for the Goose. Red 9, Patrick Kershaw is his 3rd and final year of the team. He's a former Tornado pilot and Typhoon pilot. With Enid coming off to the left, trailing our famous red, white and blue. That red, white and blue is only possible due to the smoke pads underneath the aeroplane. And the synchro part to form the world famous synchro part. On behalf of the Red Arrows, we'd like to dedicate today's heart. Congratulations to Dawn and Adrian on your 33rd wedding anniversary. Each aircraft goes belly up, the smoke colour change, and each one perform a barrel roll in the opposition barrel roll. At over 400 miles per hour. He rolls to the right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your cameras ready for the Vixen vertical break. Snake-like smoke trail in the sky. He'll then flatten the display and draw the coils in the sky, remaining flat, of a manoeuvre we like to call Serpent. Red 1 makes the call. As the Hannah performed the mirror roll. Now don't underestimate how hard this is for Red 6. He's now rolling inverted and he's doing an inverted barrel roll. All the blood rushing to his head and he's working his hardest to remain conscious in that aeroplane while all the other aircraft are performing that barrel roll with him. Extremely hard manoeuvre for Red 6 to perform. And it's finished off by Reds 8 and 9 performing a rollback back into position. 2 and 3 roll goers, 2 and 3 roll around the outside. Clear go as Reds 4 and 5 roll around the outside in one and together. Again, another popular manoeuvre. This is rollbacks. Rollbacks is one of the hardest for our new pilots each year to master. It takes a lot of training during winter training to absolutely get them symmetrical and perfect. On behalf of our 60th anniversary, to those at Show Centre, this is the anniversary break. Keep your Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team.